Good morning, everyone. So today we will be discussing about the topic what is autosomal anomalies. What is autosomal abnormalities? Autosomal means that the defective gene is located on any of the chromosomes that are not the sex chromosomes, that is X or Y. If one parent has the gene, each child of the couple has a 50% chance at inheriting the disorder. An example of autosomal dominant disorder is Huntington disease. Disorders of the autosomes are much more frequent than disorders of sex chromosomes. Typical are numeric abnormalities, and we then recognize two types of disorders, that is, monosomy and trisomy. There are also structural disorders of the autosomes. The most important are deletions. Very well known are deletion of short arm of 5 chromosomes and deletion of long arm of 22 chromosomes. Most of the carriers of autosomal mutations die during their development and usually not born. Especially monosomes in fetus are connected with abortion. Children with trisomes and deletion who are born suffer from physical and mental retardation and have shorter life at all. Autosomal recessive disorder. Human beings have two copies of every gene. We inherit one copy from our father and one from our mother. We all have 6 to 7 recessive non-working genes, but we are healthy because of the other copy of the gene compensates. This only becomes a problem when partners carry copies of the same non-working genes. If both parents carry the same non-working gene and both pass on the non-working copy to the child will have no working gene to compensate. In this case, the risk of this happening to every pregnancy is 1 in 4. If the mother passes on a working gene and the father passes on a non-working gene, then the child will be healthy carrier and vice versa. If both the parents pass on working genes, the child will be healthy and won't even be a carrier. Parents who are both carriers of the same recessive gene have a 3:4 chance of having a healthy child during each pregnancy. We tend to see higher rates of recessive genetic disorders amongst children from relationships where the parents are related. This is known as consanguinity. This is more likely to occur in the case of cousins due to shared grandparents. This is why genetic disorders tend to occur more frequently in marriages between cousins. Autosomal dominant disorder. Human beings have 46 chromosomes in every cell in their body. These consist of 22 pairs of chromosomes and 2 sex chromosomes. The 22 pair of chromosomes is same in boys as well as in girls, and these are known as autosomes. These autosomes carry about 22,000 genes. Autosomal inheritance describes a situation where there is an altered gene on one of the 22 autosomes and someone who carries this altered gene is affected by disorder. If that person is, whether it be male or female, has a baby, there is 1 in 2 chance of passing the alternate gene to any baby they have. Many autosomal dominant conditions vary in their severity between one person and the next. Sometimes there will be variability between affected members of the same family, as the normal copy of the gene can compensate better in some people compared to others. Sometimes you can get variability between unrelated individuals affected by the same genetic conditions. This can be due to the fact that some alterations can have a more severe effect on the way a gene works compared to the other alterations. Sometimes an alteration can totally disrupt a gene, while the other times the altered gene can still function in part. Sometimes you might find that both parents are healthy but their child has an autosomal dominant disorder. This is because a new mutation has occurred in a dominant gene in either the sperm or the egg, and the child is the first one in the family with the disorder. Once it starts, it inherits thereafter, and so that affected child will have 1 in 2 risk of passing the dominant alteration to their own child when they grow up. Examples of genetic conditions due to autosomal dominant inheritance include neurofibromatosis types 1 and 2, tuberous sclerosis, achondroplasia, and brittle bone disease. Examples of autosomal anomalies: trisomy 21 Down syndrome, trisomy 18 Edwards syndrome, trisomy 13 Patau syndrome, deletion 22q11.2 Digeot syndrome. Thank you.